With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Breeze now on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Here's Breeze to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 2nd and 5. Breeze now to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Well, it's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was that backed up in their own territory, this defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to Marshall Faulk. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to the ground with Faulk. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 3rd and 3. They'll give to Faulk up the middle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. On first down, Breeze. He'll check it off to Faulk, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down is Breeze. Complete. It's Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Into the red zone. It's Breeze. Middle of the field to Jefferson. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Jefferson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Breeze is going to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Emmett. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. The quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw on second down. Williams.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Emmett. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run with Smith.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Williams.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's Williams. Back to the air on second down. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Tucker's kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Williams now throwing to start the drive. Throw left side is complete to Irvin. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
This 2nd and 4. Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Williams to throw on 2nd down.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. In motion, Gronkowski. Now Williams from the gun on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Gronk, the tight end, in motion. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A 1st down carry for Smith, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This is 2nd and 8.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back to throw. Williams. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give inside for Falk. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Here's Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Inside handoff, Smith.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. They run the quick dive with Allstott.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Breeze going to throw.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the handoff, this is Falk. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. Now Breeze. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Falk. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Breeze. Complete, Jefferson the target. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Breeze. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson.
They come up with 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning to work with. Here's 1st and 10.
Now Breeze. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's 1st and 10.
Again, it's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining.
Here comes 2nd down.
Breeze now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
To throw is Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. To throw is Breeze. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Back to throw, Breeze.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This defense so strong all afternoon long. Well executed again there.
This is a group that really functions well off of each other. No matter what the assignment, the other person fills in the exact proper spot. They've made it very, very hard for them to find open places to throw the football.
Now the 7-time Pro Bowler Marshall Falk. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
Here's 2nd down.
Now Breeze.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Falk. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it here with Falk. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Williams.
He gets that one complete to Wicks. At 5 yards, not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
And he is out of bounds with the 1st down. And 13 seconds left to go.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Short throw complete to Gronkowski.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up.
They'll look to throw again.
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So it's the Patriots who will have first crack at it as we're back underway here in overtime. Fair catch called for and taken, so the ball brought up to the 25 to begin this overtime session.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run up the middle with Emmett. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Emmitt Smith, the ageless wonder, showing that he still has the strength, the body to fight those tacklers off.
Hard to get down. I liken him off into a crafty pitcher who has a lot of stuff, right? Throw the curveball, off speed, there comes the fastball, slider, changeup, always changing speeds, changing locations. He was that way when you tried to tackle him. One time you get the shoulder pads, the next time you miss entirely. You never knew what he was going to do.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll shift things around.
On second down, here's Smith. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun, Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. So we'll take a break with them and be right back.
3rd and 12.
Back to throw. Williams under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Tucker's kick is good. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone, because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So on from the other side of the field now. It's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run now with Falk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk.
135 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
They'll give to Falk up the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Falk. And he'll get this down only to the 18.
Now 2nd and 9. Now Breeze, you can tell he wants to audible. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And here's your ball game, down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
It looks like they'll move things around here.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore.